All right. Should we give it a minute, or are we going to institute this new method of starting
The
on time?
the new 2 minute late method instead of
Yeah,
3 minutes. Yeah, let's keep taking it back to the
we'll go back
actual.
up each time.
That's right.
Sounds good. All right. So by way of update, we're getting very close to being ready to shamelessly promote the club and everything else that we're building. So I think things are tightening up pretty nicely, and landing pages are looking good, and the new club website I think is working well and looks awesome. We've got a bunch of rewards to give people who found some changes that we needed to make. So those will be coming out here this week, and there's still a couple others. So keep trying those things out, and if you find anything, let us know. And like I said before, there'll be rewards coming your way into your exchange wallets. And then what else, Bo? Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Well, we still haven't come out with the blog post, so I think it's worth mentioning for everybody on the AMA tonight that by popular demand, I would say, we've gotten a lot of people that wanted to push to Friday because we wanted to be able to share the leaderboard and let people get competitive, I guess. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So the top
that for sure.
three. Yeah, the top three. So we built some packages, particularly structured so that people could jump into the lead if they want to. They're built around the scrap, and I think it's a combination of scrap and a couple of other tokens, that are solid discounts. Moving forward here. So good packages to have regardless, but you can also win the Trillion Satama. And then we added a second place and a third place. So in second place, I think we're throwing in an NFT. So you get a chance to win the members only NFT drawing for, I guess that's the Miami trip. So, and again, that's probably a $15,000 package between flight, the 1,000 square foot hotel room or suite at Kimpton Epic, and of course the gold tickets to people at the event with access to the yacht party and the game, the baseball game, and so forth. So it's going to be a good time. So second place gets the members only NFT, so they get a chance to win that. You get entered into the you get as many chances as you want to buy out of the 500 members only NFTs that are on the exchange. So you can see that on our NFT exchange if you want to go there and take a look at them. And you should buy it because there's also utility for these things. They will count toward your ranking in prioritizing mints and the other things that you can get by jumping on the whitelist. And in a big way, the NFTs that we put out in these promotions will count toward your overall score and ranking in order of priority for those releases, and other opportunities as well as we move forward here into the metaverse. It has a whole lot of overlap with what's being built in our own kind of alternate dimension. And so and then third place is, what did we put down for third place, Bo? I think it's 100. Was it 100 billion or something, or 100 million Satama?
Yeah, I think it was. I think, what did you have it as? I think it was 100 million Saitama. Yeah.
Yeah. So third place consolation prize, something to sock away and wait for a comeback.
And then by way of well, I'll let you get into that. Kind of some of the new things that we're looking at and we'll be rolling out. The treasure chests and some of that stuff, which of course has fun tie-in and other things.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of that. Like I said, I think we're feeling like we're getting ready. Like I think things are tight enough, and that the story is, I think you can see what the club's about. When you get to the landing page, and I think it's clean and looks good. So I think we're going to be doing a lot more lot more advertising, a lot more PR. We have to that end a new PR section of our own club, and we've got some other tech that we're going to roll out for contests and stuff, like raffle tech. We've got a mystery box NFT tech that's come out where you can buy certain level boxes for NFTs and potentially win significant prizes as you move forward too. And that's our own club based platform. So that's going to be happening. It's a good way to promote on the social side and a good way to earn as well. So if you're an affiliate, it's an easy way to send a link for a quick call to action, for people who are interested in, jumping on board and learning more about NFTs and they want to buy their first one. It's a pretty cool little function. So that'll be rolling out this week, and it'll be an easy thing for members to go out and earn, 10% of. So.
Yeah, and then on to make life a little easier on that front too, we're going to be adding all the social links and things to the bottom of the blog posts and whatnot. So those are just easier to put out and share with people as they go. Going to the earlier, there was a couple questions that came in over the weekend that I think that would be good to jump on the Leonardian side. Directly, how is that going to benefit holders or club members?
Venture cap activity, we view this as a time to market project. It's not a from scratch project. For example, I think it has close to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's got, how many on Twitter, Bo?
About 7,600, give or take.
7,600, and then it has a Telegram and so forth. But it plays really well. The tech itself and the marketplace plays really well into our creative side. So for developers of NFTs, our graphic artists, and some of the people who are working for us now anyway, even game developers and people developing in spatial and and so forth, these people will be able to utilize that platform, across the board to access different projects and to sell their services. And it's just a really cool platform that fits, hand in glove with what we're doing. So it was a fit, and it is a reboot. It's a true reboot, but it is. It's one of these things that in 2018 they just didn't have the right tech to complete, and now we do. So it's going to be a great addition to the club, and it's going to be a great piggyback for our own growth, where they've already got 40,000 registered subscribers, to the project. So it comes with databases of real crypto investors, across the board, and it's active from a standpoint of daily organic traffic and leads and stuff. So it's a pretty cool project. But there will definitely be ways for you to participate, and I think actually one of the packages that we put together on there includes the Leon token. So you're able to get in a little early and pick some up and start putting it into your wallet. And then we will have different ways for you to participate at major discounts before the relaunch actually happens. So again, it's it is going to go through those same phases. It'll be you'll be able to get in like what we consider in this package probably the bottom basement discount level, and then we'll go up through those incubated stages until it spins out on its own. But the thing with Leon is that it is aside from being a really cool name too, the Leonardian, .com is a decent .com, and all the socials are pretty good. So I think I think on top of that, it's also got a lot of other utility, for what we're doing here. So, um, but we will give lots of opportunities for members, particularly the people who haven't sold. So our top members in AWB, our top members in AWRT, and those founders lists are coming out. And this is a perfect example of where your ranking is going to play a part in what you get and what the discount is that you get offered. So that's the thing to remember. So when we say, you'll get special perks as members, for owning, our members only NFTs and things that are important, to the club as we're developing, those things will put you in an order of priority as well, when it comes to offerings like this. And then the next step is, this thing already is on CoinMarketCap and stuff like that. So even though the price point's not on there yet, it's something that's been around for a while. So it's a known commodity, from that standpoint. And I think that the reboot is going to go pretty smoothly, and we'll be pretty aggressive with taking it from our exchange, out into the world, on a pretty quick timeline. So because it already has a fan base, so to speak, that can be reinvigorated. So
40,000 registered users, right? I mean,
exactly.
on the site, I mean, that's massive.
Exactly. And of course, from a business M&A standpoint, we plan to piggyback, that base and, co-opt as much of it as we can. There's 1,600 wallets, in the Etherscan there. So it's a good deal. It was a good acquisition and it fits. And again, like it's one of these things that, it's not from scratch. It's time to market for sure. So.
All right. Switching gears here, then the leaderboard, we talked about that. I think we're going to be posting that up here in the blog post, right? And then our exchange purchases of AWB, AWRT, or any other AWC project tokens counted toward the contest, or is it just shop buys?
That's a good question. Right now it's just shop buys because, we could you could just be like, the exchange is a little difficult because of trading. I mean, we could just be rolling from, bid to ask or whatever. So a little difficult to say, what's valuable there. So just shop buys, unless it's an NFT exchange purchase, then of course that counts. But I think what we could do is count. Let me think about some of the early buyers for AWRT in the first contract on Etherscan. It might be a good way in that first run on Uniswap to reward people, as well, because something that's on the agenda that's coming as well. So maybe we'll count some of those buys toward the contest as well. I'll come out. We'll do the math on that and let you know tomorrow. But I'm not sure that math is, it may come down to that. It may help get you over the edge. Right now, first place is $108,000. Second place is $105,000. Then third place, there's a pretty big distance now, all the way to $25,000, and then it goes from there. So, these packages are big packages for people who want to hedge inflation. There's a big opportunity there for scrap, which is difficult math for us because that's actually able to be used to purchase gold, silver, and palladium in a dollar for dollar basis. So we had to really figure that carefully. But I think we put together some of the best discounted packages for you guys who really want to win, and and help the club and so forth in the meantime, and help yourself, because again, I can't stress enough how important it is. And we're going to be really promoting the scrapbooking here too. I think Refining Company is live now, Bo, or no?
I don't think it is. No, but it will be here any minute. But I don't think as of this minute it is. But hey, look, it is live. Tech Rate.
Oh
Tech
yeah,
Rate.
that. Yeah,
Tech Rate is live.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, so
No,
that's
it only got accomplished like an hour ago. So
yeah, exactly. So, and actually, it happened in an order that we didn't expect. We thought that the wallets would open first, and then you'd see Tech Rate, but whatever. So, you know,
call that a happy accident.
but but the good thing is that as soon as that was done, all that stuff was sent to Amirex and so forth, and so the wheels are in motion for the next centralized exchange. Jump. That's why I said, we're about ready to start to shamelessly promote here. So you get to see some of what we have planned from that perspective.
Gotcha. All right. So, will the White Rabbit sale specials currently available in the shop extend beyond today?
Yep. All there. Everything is actually. I don't think we don't have a deadline of today for the White Rabbit. Anyway, I don't think.
Well, it was going to be the today end of the White Rabbit of Diamonds sales.
Oh, you're talking about the Saitama. Yeah, we're moving that to Friday. That's moving to Friday at 11:59 p.m. So you have all the way through the end of Friday. So you'll be able to get an AMA in, get an update on where we're at, and then decide whether or not you want to win that trillion. Plus, you can watch and see where they're trading. Too. I guess at that point, as well. So never know. But from that perspective, I think it's going to be a really cool thing. But the packages that we put together for you to be able to jump up in line and win this thing are solid. They're great discounts of great product. So, and again, one of them has Leon in it, so that's a nice early discount for that.
All right. Further on this question, I know that this is probably not going to be a short answer. Further on this question, for club membership, spending $500 on AWB in a year, is that just in the store, or does that count exchange buys?
This question, it's like it keeps coming back around and haunting us because nobody really knows, right? It's one of these things, where we have to be able to have the upper tiers be exclusive. And I also want it to be something that is valuable for everybody. And that's why we moved off of just, hey, we're going to pay to be members, period. And, it's going to charge cards and so forth. So, hopefully now we're done with all these, refunds and stuff, because in order to get off of those automatic payments, we had to go through all kinds of different refund settings on a daily basis throughout this month. It was a nightmare. Just goes to prove how much, I think I'm right, in not liking that. So, we're going to be moving to make it as painless and easy as possible. And I even think that it might be cool to offer an opportunity for people to, since that 500 gives you the ability to access staking. Maybe we do something in conjunction with that. That allows you to maybe just stake 500 of what you already got or something.
Yeah, because the last thing we want people to do is view that as you're spending money that's just money out the door. I mean, the whole point of the club is to be adding value, not dinging.
Well, why don't we think about it, and we'll let you guys comment. Let us know what you think about the staking idea, because maybe what we do is that the membership is just it's just you have to stake it. Maybe you stake if it's a year-long membership, maybe you stake 500 for a year at least, and then you're good. or something, and that's that. And then it's up to you where you want to buy it. You can buy it from the exchange or not. That's just an idea. Let me know what you guys think, and we can play with that concept too. I mean, the other idea is,
Well, we kicked around the idea of having like an NFT that you can get, that you can swap back and forth, and some other things that may have value either in the metaverse, or kind of pick what type of NFT you want. But we can. I think you're right. I think let's open that up for roundtable or another discussion for people who've got that idea in mind. Some people who are thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for now, we'll table the answer until give us till Wednesday to kind of figure that out. Maybe Friday.
All right. So, good evening. I wanted to know if I'm able to direct deposit a 15,490 USDT into my bank account that was verified in the exchange.
Okay. Well, let's kind of keep these questions less specific and more general, so it applies to everybody. And we'll answer that one tomorrow at some point when we get into the office.
Gotcha. I could make it more vague. Can you deposit from USDT into your bank account?
So some people can, and I think it has to do with your level of your level on the exchange, whether you're basic or VIP, and all those levels and badges are being swapped and adjusted as part of that affiliate program that's going to be on the exchange too. So yeah, we'll answer that tomorrow. We'll get back to you for sure.
Okay.
One way or another, we could figure something out.
I know at one point, this is an interesting question, because I think at one point we were fairly close on one of these, but are we going to go ahead and get listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap?
Yes. Yep.
And then,
that's the next step. Yep. So now we've got TechRate and stuff, and then these wallets are opening up, and once it would also help if everybody who has AWRT from kind of the first contract would swap into the second, would swap into the new AWRT. That would help everything moving forward too. Other than that, we're also, I think this is one of these things. Of course, I thought that with TechRate, but I think this is one of these things where we're waiting for those wallets to open up on our exchange. So, but we'll see. It's definitely one of the next steps.
well, I mean, on my computer, that migrate now button is above the first fold, so it's pretty in your face as far as reminding.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody does that now.
Yeah, it helps us if all the owners are over. Yeah, if all the wallet holders are over, it helps us.
All right. Is there a way? And this is not going to open up to everybody. This isn't just a you question, Alfonso. Does anybody know how to add the symbol in Dex Tools? If they do, hit us up afterwards, and we'll try to figure out. And then we'll add the AWRT symbol to the company in Dex Tools.
Okay. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. If anybody who's listening is familiar with Dex Tools, like Klopp and KG have been with Discord, that have been helping us out a great deal, getting all that organized and things put together and done. If anybody's familiar with Dex Tools, happy to have a conversation and help figure that part out. Kind of helps everybody. All right. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions outside of the question channel. Not that I see.
Okay, awesome. So we've got a ton going on. There's a lot happening with HQ Express and a lot happening with Velocity. Things are moving forward. I think we're wrapping the Lambo with a new look for the conference as well. So keep an eye out for some of that, and all these things are jumping along here. we do have a lot going on from an NFT perspective. There's a lot of development happening. So you'll see a whole lot of new tech, and of course that exchange is being upgraded with 4 new features, including lazy minting and so forth. And we're about to get rocking on all of the Piven and performance NFTs for the movies. Where we're the NFT producer, accredited NFT producer. So, and we have new, ones coming out too. So it's pretty exciting from all that perspective. But I think one of the takeaways, you should all have is we're going to be really over the next day or so. You'll see some new data come out and some new sites for scrap. So it gets a whole lot clearer for you to understand what the value is there. It's pretty simple. It's a full-on disconnect from fiat with a dollar for dollar purchase capability in refined precious metals. So that's like it's pure. It's a 0.999. By the time it's all said and done, and the beauty there is that you're essentially hedging inflation, and we're about to head into major inflation. So we should be moving on that, and we're going to. So we're also using that as a way, to bring new members into the club. We've got, I think we mentioned before, a ton of family offices and so forth that are interested in participating, and so this is a product that's a really good bridge, I think, from old world investment, into crypto. I think it's an easy one to explain, and the cool thing about this is it's really not a stable coin either. It's you can simply use it to buy those precious metals that you have refined by buying it to begin with, buying the scrap token to begin with, and the cool part about that is, one, you've effectively recycled a tremendous amount of material and kept it out of the landfill, and then on the back end, you actually get that metal back. It's I don't know, it's a very cool function. It's a lot different than what everybody else has, and of course we're going to let you use the scrap token to buy other things as well within the storefront and all over the place as we build out here. So it doesn't, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other to us if you spend it dollar for dollar on the precious metals or dollar for dollar on other offerings within the club. So anyway, so this is all rolling out as we speak, and there's going to be a big advertising push for it from our front, especially to our existing network of venture cap and investor groups. So,
well, too, I think there's also another opportunity in here from the charitable side. If people are actively involved, and I know a couple of people have started conversations with Give Bucks and getting that process going. But I mean, there's tremendous opportunities to do like e-scrap drives and things with charities and help your charities raise money and do that kind of thing, and like you said, keep things out of landfill. I think I saw this morning that like there's an estimated well, I'll have to take a look at it, but I think it's like 60 billion or so ends up or maybe it's 60 million ends up in the landfill. 1 second.
Oh, it's phenomenal. The number is phenomenal. We'll put some of that on the site. I think that's something that you can add to the white paper, Bo.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was shocked by the number. I mean, it was
yeah,
such
it's a big number. So anyway, so that's an exciting project. I just hope we're relaying how exciting it is. So that people, take advantage of that opportunity to protect their valuable, hard-earned money, because realistically, if you just leave it sit in the bank, you're hurting yourself. So anyway, Anything else, Bo? We can really give people a bigger update, I guess, on Wednesday because we've got a ton of stuff rolling out between now and then. We've got, of course, people probably want to jump off and read the tech rate report because they're so intriguing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, jump on. You can have a look.
Yeah, that's on the website. I think you put the link.
Pass. Yeah. I put the link in the chat. It's also, just go to AWRT token. It's there now. It's updated, so that's so you can just click on that and then go from there.
We'll throw the link on for the packages for the contests too. So all of our contests are rolling out into Friday. So no need to stress. There's still time, and we'll put those lists up as far as who's winning where. I think we have you'll see the blogs are changing and stuff. I think that stuff will come from. I don't know if it's coming in the same fashion or not now. I guess you'll wait and see when the blog hits. So,
Yeah,
but we'll put it in Discord too, and we'll put it on the social media.
Yeah, it should all be out here soon enough, just through one location. But I think you get it both on the blog and email. So anyway, for now, I think that's it.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a great week.
Bye now.
All information presented on this AMA, technical or otherwise, is subject to change with or without notice at any time. The information is meant to outline general plans and answer questions being asked in real time. As such, the information should not be relied on as the basis for token purchases.